everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a supplement called Chondrus crispus, also known as Irish sea moss. In my last video titled They Are Censoring This Book, I talk about an ebook called Rethinking Health Secrets. If you have not seen that video yet, I encourage you to watch it as it is very informative. It has a lot of great information in it. As you guys know, I am not a healthcare professional in medical or herbal medicine, and you are responsible to do your own research. Also, talk with your doctor or herbalist and see if this is something you can take. So, what is Irish sea moss? I've never heard of it until I read this book. So here's a little history on it if you're not familiar with sea moss. Irish sea moss, also known as Chondrus crispus, is a species of red algae, and it grows in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. It is found along the rocky coastlines of Ireland, Iceland, Norway, France, Spain, Portugal, Canada, and in the United States from Maine all the way to New Jersey. Irish sea moss typically grows in shallow depths attached to rocks or other hard surfaces. It thrives in areas with moderate wave action and good water circulation. Irish sea moss became especially important during the Great Irish Famine between 1845 and 1852. People turned to Irish moss as a survival food during the Irish potato famine. Even before then, Irish moss was often used in folk medicine. Irish immigrants also brought their sea moss tradition to Jamaica, where it remains very popular today. It is rich in nutrients and contains, listen to this, 92 of the 102 minerals the human body needs. I won't go through the whole list, but it does include iodine, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and zinc. It is high in vitamins A, C, E, and B complex vitamins, just to name a few. For the full list, I'll leave it up to you to look that up for yourself. You can take it in capsule form, or you can get it bottled in the form of a gel. It kind of looks like the consistency of applesauce. I've never tried the gel because for some reason it completely grosses me out. I don't know why. I have no problem eating applesauce, but I take it in capsule form. With the gel, you can eat it plain or mix it in with smoothies. It's also used as a thickener, and it comes in different flavors. You can get it just plain in strawberry, mango, and other flavors as well. Irish sea moss supports thyroid health, promotes gut health, where it acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. It also boosts immunity, great for skin health, helps with energy and post-workout recovery, helps draw out heavy metals and toxins from tissues, and supports healthy liver function. Sea moss helps when you're sick with the cold and flu or respiratory issues. It is full of antioxidants and is anti-inflammatory. If you get it in the gel form, it will help soothe your respiratory tract because the texture kind of coats the throat and lungs and helps relieve congestion, cough, and sore throat. It is traditionally used for bronchitis, pneumonia, and cold symptoms. It fights inflammation that may reduce symptoms like body aches and sinus swelling. It helps restore electrolyte balance and hydration, which is especially important if you have a fever and or if you're vomiting. It also can soothe the digestive tract, which may help if you're sick with a stomach bug or flu-related nausea. And like I said, there are a few different ways to use it when you're sick. If you have the sea moss in the gel form, you can add it to warm tea or hot water with some lemon and ginger, or you can take it in the form of a capsule and use that as directed. Or you can make a smoothie and blend it in with some fruit and honey and ginger. Now, is Irish sea moss for everyone? No. In my research, these are the people that should avoid sea moss, or at the very least, talk to your doctor or healthcare professional to see if you can take it. This is not a complete list, so do your own research based on your health and the medications that you take. Now, earlier I did mention it supports thyroid health. However, that's if you don't have any thyroid problems. Sea moss is rich in iodine, which can affect thyroid function. So people with thyroid conditions such as hypo or hyperthyroidism should consult a doctor before using it, because high iodine intake may exacerbate the thyroid imbalances. Other people that should avoid taking the sea moss is if you're allergic to different types of seaweeds. You should also avoid it if you are pregnant or nursing. Do not give it to children under age 12. And just to be on the safe side, I would consult a healthcare professional anyway, just, in case you want to give it to anyone under the age of 18. People that take blood thinners should avoid sea moss because it contains potassium and can interact with blood thinner medication. Blood pressure medication, due to the high potassium in the sea moss, it has the ability to lower your blood pressure too fast, causing dizziness or fainting and other unpleasant side effects. If you are taking diuretics, you should avoid sea moss because it contains minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. And diuretics can deplete potassium and other electrolytes in the body. So combining the diuretics with the sea moss could lead to electrolyte imbalance. So where do you get sea moss? There are many companies that make it, and you really have to research the company and make sure it's wildcrafted sea moss and know where they harvest it from. Depending on where it's harvested, sea moss can absorb heavy metals from polluted waters. So to minimize this risk, it's important to purchase the sea moss from a reputable company. I bought mine from a company called Liberzen, and it's a Dr. Sebi inspired blend. He's a huge promoter of taking sea moss, and this blend not only includes the sea moss, but it also includes bladderwrack and burdock and turmeric. They source its sea moss from the Atlantic coasts of Europe and North America, specifically Ireland. This aligns with the traditional habitat of the Chondrus crispus, which is the official name of sea moss. The company emphasizes that their sea moss is wildcrafted, meaning that it's harvested from its natural environment rather than being cultivated. The sea moss is ocean grown, ensuring it is free from pollutants such as heavy metals. So on this bottle, it says to take 2 capsules a day. I only take 1 a day. And the reason for that is I'm a pretty healthy eater. I do eat my fruits and vegetables. So I am getting vitamins and minerals through that. And even too much of a good thing can be bad for you and cause unwanted side effects. Plus, I take a couple other supplements as well, so I don't want to overdo it. And my philosophy is a little is better than none. But let me tell you, I've been taking this for, I think, a little over a month, and I don't know what my body was lacking, but I feel much more energized, focused. I even lost a couple of pounds, even though this is not a weight loss pill, but it does contain fiber, which makes you feel fuller. My digestive tract is pretty well regulated now. I just feel better taking it. So I must have been lacking something. I haven't noticed any side effects, but if I do, I will definitely discontinue it. I'm also due for my yearly blood work soon, which always comes back good, with the exception of a little high cholesterol. But I will be interested to see if it remains the same, all my levels, or if there's something that's a little elevated, like my potassium or magnesium or calcium, my thyroid function. So if this is something that you are interested in, do your own research, talk to an herbalist or a healthcare professional, and see if it's right for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, especially if you've taken sea moss. I would love to know what your experience has been with it. And thank you for watching.